Create a rental agreement. Effective communication. We all know what a bad meeting looks like. Attendees asking, "Why am I here?" looking at their phones or working on their laptops. Valuable time comes to a halt on the minor details, or the focus is sidetracked entirely. There are plenty of people in the room, but perhaps not the decision makers. After the meeting, you feel no closer to the answers you were seeking and leave feeling unsure of whether anything was decided. There are ways to combat these problems by developing effective communication. Let's look at some of the ways to prepare for the challenges. Do you need a meeting? Before you instantly move forward with a meeting request, ask yourself if your goals can be accomplished easily with an email or a one-on-one phone call. If so, avoid organizing a meeting. Be protective of your own and others' time. If you're certain a meeting is necessary, determine its objective and/or angle that you want to proceed with. Define the objective. The first step to effective communication is defining the objective, the why. This will aid in keeping the communication focused and will help to measure the definition of success to your audience. Most meetings belong to one of 4 categories, each of which has a distinct objective. In decision-making, the aim is for decision makers to come to a conclusion that leads to an action, such as deciding to change an experimental setup. In information sharing, the objective is to spread awareness for a broader team, for example, by sharing your latest experimental data. In problem solving, the goal is to crowdsource advice and build a plan based on that knowledge, such as discussing ways to optimize an experimental setup. In brainstorm innovation, the purpose is to exchange perspectives on a topic or the possibilities of next steps. Avoid being vague. Set an agenda. Vague communication on a topic rarely achieves anything, and an agenda will ensure that you cover the critical aspects needed to reach your meeting objective. At the same time, it will inform and set expectations with attendees. It is the what of your meeting. Your agenda might only have a few items. That's perfectly fine as long as it is clear how each agenda item relates to your desired objective. Keep your goals specific and declarative. Determine the time you will need. While communication or meetings will vary depending on the materials and subject matter, it is ideal to try to implement the 45-minute rule. A half hour is too short when you spend the first 5 to 7 minutes with small talk. Meeting for an hour can drag things on if there's not much to cover. 45 minutes is usually the sweet spot. During that time, your goal is to look for solutions that are 80% right and 100% executable, versus the other way around.